Hello, boys and girls. It's Pastor Jen from Seward United Methodist Church. I'm glad to see you. You remember last time we were together, I read you this book called Spring for Sophie, and we talked about how Sophie found the signs of spring in the tastes and the smells and the colors of spring. And at the end of the book, she has on her yellow raincoat. And one of the things that gave her confidence that snow was gone and spring was here was that no more snow, but now Sophie has rain. So I thought today we would talk about rain, and we would thank God for the rain and be grateful for the rain that comes. You know, rain is really important to a lot of people in a lot of parts of the earth. For example, the plants need rain, the trees to grow, and the flowers, and all the things that are growing out of the ground, the grass and the bushes, they all need rain because that's part of what helps them grow. The animals need rain because that's where they get their water to drink. Little tiny animals like bugs probably drink the drops off the leaves of rain, and then the big animals drink the rain that goes into the creeks and the rivers. The farmers really, really want the rain, particularly this time of year, because it's helping the crops grow, because for them to grow their beans and corn and alfalfa, they need the bright sunshine, but they also need the rain. And then, of course, people need the rain because the rain's what gives us our drinking water, too. So I thought today I would tell you a couple interesting things about rain. I brought something to show you. This is called a rain stick. And this is made out of a piece of cactus. And you'll see a picture in just a second of the cactus and how they grow. And what the people who make these rain sticks do is they take the cactus and they cut it down and dry it out in the sun. And then they fill it up so that it makes the sound of rain. Listen again. And they would do ceremonies with the rain sticks, and they would dance, and when they needed rain for their crops or when they needed rain for their drinking water, they would do ceremonies with the rain sticks. Now, I wonder if you can guess what's inside of that. You see, if you look at the end, there's a hole in the end, and in both ends, there's a hole because this cactus is hollow. And you can see from the picture, after it's dried the cactus out in the sun, it's hollow. And what do you think they put in there that makes that sound? Got an idea? It's beans. Just like these navy beans in the little plastic bag. When the beans rattle around inside the hollow stick, it makes this sound. And that was part of the ceremonies that the people in olden days would do to try to encourage and to be thinking really hard in their way of praying that the rain would come. Now, two suggestions. One, if you stop by the church and I'm around, I'll be happy to let you hold this and just give a whistle. And if I'm over at Seward United Methodist Church, you're welcome to come by and touch this and see if you can make the sound when you turn it upside down. Also, a suggestion is ask the grown-ups that are there with you if they will Google rain stick, and I'll bet you'll not only see pictures of the rain stick and the cactus that they grow from, but you'll see some videos of how the rain sticks are made and how the rain sticks are used. So thinking a little more about why rain is so important, I think we'll think about gardens. And here's a book I'm going to read you, and then a little song that goes with it about all the things that we grow in our garden and how important the sun and the rain is to growing the vegetables. And I bet if you look closely, you could name some of the things that are growing in the garden. I see a pumpkin, and I see cherries, and I see beets. I see some butterflies. They don't grow in the garden. I guess they just fly around the garden. But this is a famous old book and story, and a song, and it's called Inch by Inch. And here's how it goes. It says, inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. So you see this little person, and this person's got their dog with them, and they've got their rake over their shoulder, and here they've got their hoe, and they're getting ready to dig up the dirt and plant their seeds. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. So this little person's got the seeds in their hand, and they're putting them in the dirt, and then both the little person and the dog are praying. It says, someone warm them. So they're praying that God will send the warmth from the sun to warm the soil so that the seeds can grow. Pulling weeds and picking stones, because you know that when you have your garden, here they come. You can see the little green dots. The seeds are starting to grow, but you got to get those weeds out of there. And he says he's picking stones. It looks like or the little girl or boy is picking up giant rocks. And then I love it that they turn the next page sideways. We are made of dreams and bones, feel the need to grow my own, because the time is close at hand. And look at that. That's a big, big something growing there. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music from the land. And so the person's got a butterfly and a bird singing up here, and here's lots of little birds, the sounds, just like we talked about last week, the sounds of spring and summer. And look at the garden. The plants are starting to grow. They're getting bigger and bigger. Plant your rows straight and long. Temper them with prayer and song. And look what happened. We got a giant sunflower growing in the garden. Yeah, we sang and we said our prayers, and the sun came and the rain came, and whoa, up came a really big sunflower. And I love this one. It says, Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. And look at that gigantic beet. Oh my gosh, it's a huge beet. I don't think I ever saw a beet that big grow in a garden. That's a great picture, makes me smile. Now we got trouble. Old Crow, watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. Do you know what the crow does when it comes to the garden? It steals things like the seeds and some of the plants, and it picks at things. So the person who planted the garden with the pumpkin and the sunflowers, he doesn't want that old crow coming, because the crow is like a pest. Yeah, it says, caw, caw. But in his garden, and the little girl or boy says, I'm as free as that feathered bird up there. And he's sliding down the imaginary rainbow. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Got apples, got vegetables, got flowers. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Now, get your grown-up to help you and Google Inch by Inch song, and you can hear John Denver sing this with the Muppets. Let me say it again. Google grown-ups will help you, Inch by Inch song, and up will come John Denver, a real famous singer with his guitar, and the Muppets singing this very song about the garden. Let's have a prayer and thank God for gardens and for rain. Gracious God, we thank you for the rain that grows the crops and feeds the plants and the animals and helps bring drinking water to us. We're grateful for rain, and we're grateful for your love, always remembering Jesus. Amen.